So there was this one particular day, like I was just getting picked on so bad that day. I don't know what I had on. I forgot what I had on, but it was during lunchtime, and I was getting, the whole table was just literally riding my ass. Like, to the point was like, I couldn't understand, like, why am I always the target? Why am I always the target? So my teacher in 7th grade, we already knew, she told us, the introduction about, when they're introducing you to the class or whatever. And she was like, that was her first year teaching. She was a young lady. You could tell she was like in her early 20s or mid 20s or something. She was young. And you could tell she's never got attention before, because it was like whenever the boys would like say certain stuff to her, she would be all in her feeling. Like, she would just feel so good about herself. So this one particular day, during lunchtime, when they was like really riding my ass or whatever, and I was holding back my tears. So I was like, okay, hopefully she sees how like distraught I am, so I could tell her so they could just stop bothering me. I remember sitting at this table, like holding back my tears, and she came up literally beside me. This lady walked right beside me, and mind you, I'm holding my tears back, and you could tell when somebody is literally about to burst out into tears. And if you stupid. I don't know how you got your damn degree, if that was the case, if you didn't see it. Because I was standing right next to you, and you could tell when somebody's about to burst out into tears. I looked up at her and was like, in my head, just ask me what's wrong. Ask me what's wrong. Please ask me what's wrong. And it was like she was about to, like, you could tell like she was like about to say something to me. But then again, the boys was like just saying how pretty she was or how nice she looked, and was just like, just like, whatever. How about this lady just kind of looked at me one more time and walked to the other side where all the other boys were was sitting down, just to go fraternize with them. Are you serious? Like, you know how alone I felt at that moment? I was like, I really don't have nobody. Because at that time, like, Jan completely was out of our lives. My family was completely out of our lives. The only person I did have was my sister, but she was a social butterfly, so she didn't have to go through that. She was a skinny, brown, like, everybody loved her. But it was just like me. I just realized, like, I didn't have nobody. And then I had to go home where they were like making me feel like I was nothing. When I tell you, I started writing my suicide letter that night. That night, I started doing that. And like I said, like, we've been in church all our lives. So my mom's husband ended up calling me into the room, their room or whatever, and we was going to a Catholic church, and my mom wanted us to get Christianed. I forgot what they call that. I don't even remember. So basically, we had to learn like Our Father, the whole prayer and whatever, because when you're Catholic, you gotta dress up in the white dress. Oh, excuse me, and you have to recite it. Everybody has to recite it. And like I said, it takes me a while to learn something. But my sister, she catches on quick. So that night I ended up because they called me into the room. And he tells me like, oh, he's trying to be nice to me. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? So then he tells me to recite the prayer or whatever, and I haven't been practicing. Like, I didn't think she was gonna really go through with it. So I'm struggling, like trying to recite the whole prayer and everything. And then I stopped and I'm like trying to think. This man calls my sister into the room and then tells my sister to recite it. And my sister just, with no problems. This grown ass man throws the book at me, the Catholic book or whatever. He throws the book at me and say how stupid I am, how can I let my little sister pass me? I'm so stupid. I'm never going to be nothing. My mom is in the room. My mom is in the room. And mind you, my sister didn't even know, like, he was going to do that. So she leaves the room and he just wailing on, like, just putting me down, like, just cutting me. I'm already going through stuff at school, and now I got to deal with this shit. I got to deal with this, and my mom is sitting right there. I was like, I went back in. I couldn't even finish my own suicide letter at that time. I can't even finish it. I cried myself to sleep. Like, I literally cried myself to sleep. Like, I want to get out of, I just want to leave. I just want to go. But I had nowhere to go. I had nobody. Nobody. But then I thought about it. I was like, damn, you know, like, if I end up leaving, now I got to leave my sister and my brother with these people. So I was like, you know what? I'll wait. I'll wait, because I don't want them having to go through what I'm going through with the put downs, the negative, like being just. I was like, I'll just stick it out. So there's a school dance or what. I just got tired of everybody. Like, you know, like, I just got tired of everybody. But I ended up signing up for the school dance or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, I ended up like being I don't know what it was, but I ended up signing for it. And everybody, all the 7th grade kids came out or whatever, and there was dancing or whatever like that. And mind you, I had little friends, so we was like just chit-chatting, hanging out or whatever. And one of the ones that kept picking on me came in there starting stuff. And you know, like, because I guess I was much taller and bigger than most of the girls or whatever. So I was trying to escort her out, you know, trying to be nice. She said something to me that triggered me. It triggered me. To the point I literally lost it. It took 3 boys in the school, and you could tell they played like basketball or football outside of school because they were big, to hold me back from this girl. And I guess she didn't expect that out of me. And you know, everybody like was kind of shocked that they seen that side of me, because of course I let people bully me and talk about me, and just because my self-esteem already by that time was already to like, it was to negative 100. So I didn't really feel nothing, but I was getting so sick and tired of everybody just picking on me and just making me feel like I was worthless. I was tired.